96.1 The Beat is the DJ Scream Show. Listen, about to have a conversation with family man. The Push movement has pushed up. Army, introduce yourself to the world, fellas.
What's up, Atlanta? What's poppin'? It's Rocky, man. One half of Push, man. I'm here with my partner, Dom. Dom got beats. And we in here just, had to come show my boy some love while we in the city.
Yes, sir. Salute, salute, salute. Now, let's start this. Obviously, I have a history with both of you fellas.
Yeah.
All right. You said you did some hooks and some production for Nick Grant.
I did.
Tell him he's welcome at the DJ Scream Show. He doesn't have to run. Whenever he's ready to come flame up with the bars, he's welcome.
I'm gonna hit him right after this.
Send that kite.
Say,
Nick, pull up.
Tell him he's looking for you.
And one of my first 10 artist mixtapes was a guy by the name of Cocky Rocky Fontaine.
Yeah.
That's what it was?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the dope cover. I remember the cover, you know what I'm saying? Some fly cartoon type vibes, you know what I'm saying? Putting in work.
Philadelphia comeback kid, man. That was many moons ago, my boy.
Yeah. So I want to talk about that. Like, how did you transition from that to the seat that you're in now? You know what I'm saying? Salute on the movement and the label. You know what I'm saying? You got an artist. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you signed a big situation. You know what I'm saying? Your Own Blood, your daughter is a movie. I told you that. That's a future superstar, and I'm sure y'all cooking up more. So talk to me a little bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, that mixtape, it was hot. We had Philly really buzzing. We had Atlanta buzzing back then. That was like 20 years ago almost. You know what I'm saying? So, I did the artist thing and did a couple deals and kind of learned the industry and kind of how to move back then. But then I had twins 15 years ago, so I just made the decision to like kind of move away from my artistry and focus on being a dad. Being as though I came up without a mom and my dad.
Important,
you know what I'm saying?
important.
So it was very important that I was just in their life on a day-to-day basis. Stayed in Atlanta, moved out of LA, and ended up running car dealerships and kind of honing my craft on business by doing advertising and marketing for big car dealerships all over Atlanta. And finally had a couple successes with the music on the writer and the producer side. Wrote a couple Billboard #1s with my partner.
Salute.
And years and years later, we got a hot one. You know what I'm saying? We got a flare shooting up, so we trying to make everything do what it do.
The Molly Zion story, like where did y'all find her? Like, tell me the story.
What's funny? Speaking of that Billboard #1, we did a record on this artist named Nicole Bus. She was signed to Rock Nation. We did that deal. And her mom, Malik Mom, and I are friends because she runs a business that is a vendor of one of the dealerships that I was running. And she came in the store and I asked her what was on her playlist, and she mentioned a song that I wrote. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I wrote that record, me and Dom. And she was like, well, my daughter wants to do music. And I said, well, bring it through the studio. So she came through the studio. We talked about the future and the potential and possibilities. And the first song we cut was Gag. Dom and I produced it. We all co-wrote it together. And then next thing you know, we running all over the globe promoting the record. So that's kind of how it broke down.
Now she is partnered with you guys are partnered with Gamma.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Shouts out to Larry Jackson. How is that situation? And of course I have to ask you, have you got to check out the Joe Budden Larry Jackson conversation yet?
I did.
Okay.
I did. First of all, shout out Larry, shout out Gamma, Mr. Larry Jackson.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Shout out Mr. L.A. Reid and John Eamon, our A&R, Natalie, everybody at Gamma that's been showing us crazy love, Steve, everybody involved. Gamma's super dope, man. At the end of the day, I don't know if you knew how it went, but after we released, that 4 Shooters with AZ, we were all over, like every single label from, Europe, LA, Atlantic with Craig and Julie, like, Universal, Karen Kwok at Warner. Pretty much everybody had us moving around, going in offices, press and play, and they just loved the fact that we were trying to do something different and create like a new sound, blend genres. And realistically, it was a very, very close, tough decision to make. But, I'm all about betting on black, just keeping it a bean.
There you go.
And I had the opportunity to do business with, like, one of my idols, people that we grew up watching. And then also Larry just being such a monster mind in the business. It was really like a no-brainer, you know what I'm saying, that to go his direction. It's been nothing but blessings and knowledge. And, that podcast was just more information that he shared to the world that I'm privy to be able to have these conversations. We in the DM the whole time is out, you know what I'm saying? I'm privy to have these conversations with Larry in LA. And so it's just a blessing, you know what I mean? But we we hit all the stops, man. You know, shout out Craig and Julie, everybody at Atlantic, Lime Ray, Karen Quat, everyone that gave us the opportunity to come in and press play. It was just an amazing journey. I just want to shout all of them out as well. But we ended up going to Gamma, and it was the right choice for sure.
So we could talk about we will always talk about the positive and the ups and everything. But what are some of the stresses and tribulations of being that executive? Let's get into it. Come on, we gotta paint the real picture for people.
You know, the interesting thing is the dynamic of being like me and for him being him. Like, I was an artist. I was signed to a major, right? I did a lot of great things, and then I missed at some things. So when you miss at stuff and you have intellect, you want to make sure that you don't make those same mistakes going forward.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the tough part is allowing your artist or allowing the team to kind of go in different directions that you feel strongly aren't necessarily the right things to do because you already made the mistakes. But at the end of the day, as an executive, you kind of got to let people do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Because it's their life, their career, and it's more than just myself making these decisions. That's probably the toughest thing because, you know, I'm very strong-minded, and I want things to go the way I want them to go. But at the end of the day, it just can't be that way all the time.
It'll be I feel like a perfect mesh when it comes to like a artist and a creator and the executive and the business person. Everybody wants the same goal. They want to win.
Right.
But you know, artists is art. Like you said, you've been an artist. I've had a record deal.
Facts.
So the thing is, like, for artists, it can never move. It's always moving too slow.
Yep.
It's like, why is this not happening? I want it now. That's just your passion because you want to get out there. But you learn as you grow that patience is actually the virtue that gets you to that successful point.
Facts.
So that you say some of those misses you had probably came with like being a little more patient. You probably would have peeped it and
you
not
know,
had those misses.
Honestly, I'm learning, you know, as we go. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a huge thing. We took an artist, you know, that had a relatively light following and got a, you know, multi-million-dollar deal, probably one of the biggest this year. And at the end of the day, it took hard work to get to that point. But I'm still learning how to finesse and maneuver in this space as well, because I used to be an artist. I want to go right now too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want to go right now
ready
too.
To go now.
Yeah, so
drop it now.
That's probably the most challenging thing. But you know, as anything worth anything is going to take some hard work, and you got to get over some, you know what I mean, some things.
Facts. Talk to us about a little bit about the name of the movement. Like, why Push?
You know, that's just kind of just my mantra. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to keep going regardless of what's in front of me. So Push just made the most sense for us. You know what I mean? Like, we want to just keep pushing regardless of what obstacles pop up in our space. And if you really believe in being like a pioneer, you're going to have to push through some things that, you know, walls that you didn't see or obstacles that weren't, you know, foreseen. And that's what we're doing. Like, we're doing ghetto black house music.
Also pushing the sound.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like we're doing something. We're pushing the sound. We're bending genres.
Yeah.
And that's just what we're all about, is just being resilient. You know what I mean? And that's what that's, you know, I feel like a lot of us that come from tough backgrounds, you know what I'm saying, we can relate. That's relatable. Is pushing through whatever adversities are in front of you. So pushing genre, like Dom said, you know what I'm saying, pushing energies and pushing mindsets to be open to new things is what we all about.
I know y'all been globetrotting, and I said this to Hot Rod. Shouts my brother Hot Rod.
Shout out Hot.
One of the places where it's going to happen, trust me, remember we got this documented. I'm right like 9 times out of 10. Not always right.
Yeah.
When she arrives to Toronto, it's going to happen. Trust me.
Yeah.
When she gets to Toronto, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
At least I got that on camera now, so I can get my flowers when it happens.
I'm excited, man.
That's going to be one of the markets for her.
I'm excited, man.
They're about the party. They're about Toronto might be the party capital. Like it's like they party. Like as a DJ or a person that is entertaining, when you're tired at the end of it, they're tired too. I'm giving it to them, but they like, it's one of those places. So I just want to throw that out there.
Well, we look forward to. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like every day, you know, we partnered up with UTA on the talent, you know, side, and every day I'm getting calls from that team. You know what I'm saying, about new, like we about to be in Bangkok and Tibet, and you know what I'm saying. But like she's literally about to go on tour, you know, starting the end of July. Probably until 2026. Like it's about to be crazy. So all over the world. It starts in London. No, it starts in Copenhagen, and then London and Germany, and you know she's going on tour with Nia Archives. So it's getting ready to be a wild year for us. So we're looking forward to it.
Dope. So what else is popping for this summer? And now y'all cooking up other artists as well.
Yeah, I mean, Dom and I, we did Reagan's World, obviously, and she's got a record coming out the 28th. Mali's got another record coming out that's going to shake up a lot of things. It's going to be very, very controversial.
The record is 8 Ball?
8 Ball just dropped. 8 Ball just dropped.
8 Ball is out. Yeah, got another one.
We got another record coming. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna put the music out like you just said, right?
Put the music. Thank you.
The people want something new.
Yes.
And we're gonna give them what they want.
There you go.
Because we've been working on the music for over 3 years. Dom, me and him been together for 20 years, so I haven't met a producer as dope as Dom. Ultimately, so this music ain't like no fly by night thing. This is like generational changing music that we're putting into the market, so we're not going to be stingy with it. We're going to let it fly. You know what I mean? So between Mali and Reagan, we're going to have a very, very busy, release schedule for the rest of the year. So we just looking forward to it.
There it is. Appreciate y'all pulling up to the DJ Scream Show. Let them know how I can tap in with you. Check out them socials.
Yeah, man. You can reach me at Rocky Richwater on IG. And also on TikTok. I ain't really on TikTok, but I'll be on that IG heavy, so you can reach me at Rocky Richwater.
You can reach me at Dom Got Beats on all platforms. And I'm on all of them.
He on all of them.
Big shouts out to the Push Movement. Big things for the 2024. You know what it is, 96.1 to beat DJ Scream.
Yeah.
Dope.